Coach, you always talk about teachable moments, but what are the fixable moments from tonight that you need to do for tomorrow night?
Power play, penalty kill. Obviously, those are the two areas. That's the difference in the game. And I've said to you guys, even going into this, Michigan's a damn good hockey club. No doubt about it. They've got a lot of top-end talent on that squad. They've got 4 defensemen. They're going to have a great opportunity to play a long time in the NHL. And they showed their skill, I thought, tonight. The first 2 periods, certainly. I thought they came in and outplayed us in the first 2. I think our guys had a lot of stuff going on. We talked about it on Wednesday with you guys, that there's a lot of outside influences coming into this week. It's Michigan week, it's Parents Weekend, it's senior weekend, and I think that affected us a bit. I think that we spent a lot of energy and emotion before the game, and when we had the opportunity to step on the gas, we didn't have any gas in our tank.
Did you maybe sense that was going to be a problem? You got a penalty 40 seconds into the game, that the emotions might get out of hand at some point.
I don't think that. But the thing that you sensed as a coach, that we were more vocal, and the kids were more vocal as the day went on, and even coming in before the game tonight. And one of our players came off the morning skate very short, but he's like, yeah, I got to settle down. I got to get regrouped. I'm so amped up right now. And I think that's a young squad being excited coming into a game, and I think that they have to find a way to keep their emotions in check.
So how do you do that for tomorrow? What do you
talk about it? We talked about it already.
Did you like the way they obviously the team's battled all year, but the way they battled back was kind of what you have?
Yeah, I mean, our kids, they never quit. That's the one thing, they never quit. And I mean, that's positive. I think it's another learning. You talk about teachable moment. I think it's another opportunity for us to, as a young group, to understand the situation and what you're going into, what you're going to face. I thought, and I told them, I think me as a coach, we could have had our guys understand more what's going to come at them from Michigan. Fast, physical, desperate, and obviously well coached. And we talk about it to a point, but in the first 2 periods, I don't think we were ready for that, and specifically with our forwards.
The couple breakaways you guys give up, a lot of missed passes, is that an example of guys being amped up and not thinking clearly on those plays?
Not necessarily. I think a couple of those were results of pucks bouncing, an unfortunate bounce. I think that the awareness of our defensemen or on the power play, looking over their shoulder and understand what Michigan's doing, I think that we were moving forwards rather than understanding what they were doing and them attacking and being very aggressive on the penalty kill.
Can a game like this make them kind of understand what tomorrow's going to be about? I mean, do you think that this will maybe pop the balloon a little bit and they'll know what they have to do tomorrow?
You'd think so. You'd hope so. I think we've seen these. I mean, if we have a tough game or not a result that you'd like, the kids battled all the way through. I think that our kids will show up tomorrow and have a great response. Whether you win or lose, our kids are going to respond. They're going to play well.
Just from a technical standpoint, in between second and third, what was your message to them? Just bring the juice, so to speak. I mean, what was the?
Well, a little bit more.
Y'all came out with a.
Yeah, I mean, well, play on your toes. And I thought we did a better job, obviously, in the third period right away. I think the first shift even. But we never got to that point in the first and second period. I think it's a combination, like I said, us being a little bit too amped up and spent a lot of energy before the game. But I think the way Michigan played, they played desperate, played aggressive, and played well. And their skill showed through. I think they had a lot to do with how we played in the first and second period.
Coach was just talking about you guys maybe being a little too amped up with kind of all the distraction things going on this weekend. Did you feel that it was just kind of hard to settle into your game there the first 40 minutes?
Yeah, it was a little bit hard. The guys were amped up. We've been waiting for this all week. But, that's not really an excuse. We're mature guys. We got to be better than that. And we got to give Michigan respect. They played a really good game tonight.
Was it hard to kind of mentally come to grips with, though, that y'all sort of weren't in it early? I mean, was it y'all were trying some things and wasn't happening? Yeah,
it was just, making plays that we shouldn't have been. We should just, kept it simple, get the pucks deep and, get the crowd into it. And unfortunately, we didn't do that tonight.
So what changes between now and tomorrow?
Just we got to use our speed. We didn't really use our speed, our transition game, and they outcompeted us in pretty much every facet of the game. So, that's a big thing, and coach emphasized that. So hopefully we can be better at that part tomorrow.
Struggled on the power play. Some of your lack of execution, or are they doing something different that maybe you haven't seen this year?
No, they've do the same thing that most teams do there, but it was just a lack of execution. We didn't play very good. They outcompeted us most of the part on the power play. That's a big thing for us. So tomorrow's, we got to be better on the power play for sure.
Kind of an odd game. There was a lot of breakaways, shorthanded. What do you think sort of contributed to that?
Just not being ready. First breakaway there was just miscommunication, and then they're off to the races, and then just a mishandle of the puck. We got to be better. Our power play's been pretty good lately, so we can't really afford to go on a slump here.
Vice versa, you get a shorthanded breakaway goal. I mean, just kind of talk about what you saw in that.
Just hopped over the guy's stick, I think, or he must mishandle it, and I just had speed, and then I didn't really know where to shoot. I didn't have much to shoot at, so I just thought I'd take a quick shot. I got the 5-hole, and fortunately it went in for me.
Was the puck sort of bouncing around out there more than usual tonight?
Yeah, the ice wasn't that great, but it's not a good excuse. But both teams had to play through that, so hopefully it's a bit better tomorrow.
Is it kind of a bummer, though, because I think they cut it 3-2, that y'all couldn't capitalize after that? I mean, I know it's a bummer that you didn't, but I mean, what do you think was missing after that?
I don't know, just we were kind of missing something all game, We just weren't fully there, ready to compete, I maybe thought that was going to be the goal that would, change the tide a bit, but, they kept pressing on us, and they, got another one, and, I think it was pretty much over after that.
Does the way you came back in the third, though, and got 3 goals give you some confidence that, you can kind of get something going against these guys? Yeah,
definitely. I think we kind of settled down a bit more in the third after we got one, We've been having good offensive games lately, so, we know we can score in that locker room, so, we just got to work hard and, battle in the little areas, and, the goals will come.
I think tomorrow night, I mean, how big of a game does that become, just knowing that, this is maybe, with Ferris State off your weekend, they try to get some points on them. Do you know tomorrow how important that's going to be to come back? Yeah, tomorrow's a huge game, We stress not to lose 2 in a row, too. And, this is a rival game, and, we only play them twice this year. So, tomorrow's going to be a huge game for us. And hopefully we can come out on top.